What's going on, guys? This is Railfan Studios, and I'm back again with another brand new video. And before we get started, I do want to let you guys know that this is actually something new I'm doing for the channel in 2026. And I'm pretty excited to get into this one, folks. So, as you could probably tell from the thumbnail or the title from this video, or both, we'll be building this thing right here. A Baltimore and Ohio Railroad I-5d Cupola Caboose. Now, this is actually a caboose that is widely preserved in my home state of Maryland. Like, there's dozens of them that I know. Like, there's one in Brunswick. There's one preserved in Mount Airy, which is actually specifically the I-5d we're going to be building in this video. C2095. And then we have is one in Sykesville. What else do we got? Ellicott City, Baltimore, and I'm sure a few others. But this, of course, is the specific kind of caboose we'll be building here. And what's more crazy is that I actually have never seen anyone on YouTube or on social media try this. And after taking my own spin on this build, I think I can understand why people don't really build it. I'm sure it's because of the cupola up here. Whoa, that's a bit too close for my liking. There we go. So yeah, this is basically the cupola here. It does not even look like a cupola. It looks very very strange in Minecraft. But again, I'll tell you what though, this tutorial ain't perfect. Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial that will be focusing on this caboose here. And I am going to, I'm going to save this cupola here for its own section of the video, so I'll get to that once we're done with all the top stuff and laying all the groundwork and whatnot. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, with that all being said, let's dive right on into this one. I am really excited to get into this one. This is my first Minecraft build, and I might do some other ones that I see no one try in Minecraft. So yeah, let's go and get right on into it. So I have myself is a abundance of chests. I got 2 of them, but this one here is only storing all the more essential stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. Don't really need that. And you're also going to need a loom for this because, as you can tell from the looks of this build, there is indeed a banner in this one, and I'll show you guys how to make that as soon as we get to it. So I have all the stuff I need here in this chest. So we'll be getting started with this build by starting off by laying down the groundwork. Alright, let's go and take out our materials. So we're going to take out dark oak slab and fence gate. Gray concrete. Red nether brick slab. Mangrove slab. And I'm gonna need, I'd say dark oak trapdoor for this one, and I think that is everything we need for right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start over here. So you're going to start by taking out a dark oak fence gate, and you're going to place it above the tracks here. Now, basically, when you place it here above a slab, it would levitate like this. But I would more than likely, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to build it over an area without the slab there, which is the railroad ties for your information. Then take out dark oak slab and place one on top of that fence gate we just placed down. And oh yeah, that's what I was missing. We're going to take out red concrete for this one. Alright. So we're going to place 2 in front of this, or behind this slab. There's not a better way to say this, though. Alright, so 1, 2. And then take out our gray concrete here. And we're going to make it so it is 15 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so once you have that completed, it should look like this. Then we're going to take out red concrete and place 2 more. 1, 2. Dark oak slab, and then a fence gate underneath it. Alright. Alright, so now once you have that completed, we're going to go to the front and back ends. And what we're going to do is that we're going to make an L shape right here with our red nether brick slab. So you're going to place 2 right here on the side of this, and then have 1 extruding outwards. So it should look like this. So you should have an L shape with that. Then you're going to do the exact same thing on this side, except it's going to be reflected. Like this. Alright? Now, once you have that completed, we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to place 2 here, 1 sticking out. The other side, same thing, but again, reflected. Alright. Excelente. Alright, now once we have that completed, we're going to go over here and place gray concrete. And we're going to connect these to each end here, so it will be the same length as this central beam. Bro, let's just call it that. And you're going to have a 3 by 15 rectangle, which should look like this. Okay? Alright, now once you have that completed, we're going to go onto the sides, and we're going to place mangrove slab. Now, once again, this will also be 15 blocks long. And you're going to place them on each side. The opposite side, though, of this one. I have a feeling for this build, everything is going to be very symmetrical, and I really get that feeling that it will be true. Okay? Then once you have that completed, we are going to take out dark oak trapdoor, and we're going to place 2 underneath this red concrete here. Alright. Alright, now on the other side, we're going to do the exact same thing. There we go. Alright, so I think now it's time for us to move on now and make ourselves the journal box roller bearings, which are basically these things right here. So in order for us to do that, we're going to I'm going to free up a bit of some space here, so that way everything isn't going to be too cluttered here. There we go. So we're going to take out is black terracotta, hopper, polished blackstone stairs, nether brick stairs, and I feel like we are forgetting one more. What would that be? And it also has dark oak fence gate in that, I'm sure. Oh, for some reason I don't have that. Wait, is it on this side? Oh my goodness, I did not mean to. I forgot to place this here. Let me fix that. There we go. Okay, so now once you have that, I completely forgot this one. My apologies, guys. I did not know that I did not have this fully corrected, though. There was a few mistakes I made on this thing when I left it and come back, and I fixed them, but I didn't think I had that issue. Anyways, we're going to take out black terracotta, and we're going to place them right here. Place another one on this track here. Alright, then you're going to skip 2. So 1, 2, place another one right here. Same on this side. And then place dark oak fence gate right here. Let's hope we don't have that problem again. Like this. There we go. Then place another brick slab, and you're going to make a 3 by 2 to connect them. Like this. Then take out hoppers, and we're going to place them on each side of our terracottas. Like this. Then place polished blackstone stairs, and you're going to build them back to back, upside down, like this. And on the other side, do the same thing. Alright. Alright. Now, once you have that completed, we're going to do the exact same thing and do it to the other side. So once you have that completed, it should look like this on this side here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is that we're going to focus on the steps here, which are going to look like this. So we're going to take out bamboo slab, and we're going to place that underneath here like this. Alright, and then place a red nether brick slab underneath it like this. And you're going to repeat that process 3 more times with each corner. Alright. Okay. Now to me, this is such a random block, I feel like, that I'm including into this tutorial. But you gotta know this is the most yellowest, if that's even a word, kind of block to use for this build. So bear with me if it looks kind of, shall we say, inconsistent. Okay. Okay, alright, so now once you have that completed, it should look like this. Alright. So once you have that completed, that's basically going to be pretty much the groundwork for our caboose, which should look like this, of course. Now, I know we've got that one to get to pretty soon, but we'll get to that. For right now, let's go ahead and now focus on making the overall structure of our caboose here. So yeah, let's get right into that. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive around into making the overall structure of this one now. Ignore those notifications, okay? Those are my brother's friends. He plays on this same account as I do as well. Anyway, so let's go ahead and dive around into it. So we're going to start on the sides, and we're going to place mangrove planks along here. And we're going to make that so it's 15 blocks long, but no need to count because it's the exact same length as we've been doing with before, while laying the groundwork on our caboose. Okay? And we'll make a few changes by the time when we get to the details, though. We're saving that all for the best part because that's where all the good stuff is. That makes this look a lot more real. Alright. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and then go over here and place another 2 blocks up here. Then we're going to place green concrete here. Then 1 mangrove planks. Green concrete. We're going to make it 5 blocks long for mangrove planks. I know we got this, of course, but again, saving that for the detail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Then 1 green concrete. 1 mangrove plank. Green concrete. And then 2 mangrove planks. Okay, so now once we have that completed, we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm going to go and skip ahead for this, but you know what to do. Actually, hold on. We're going to place an entire row of mangrove planks up here. Again, we'll save this for the details. Okay, now we can go and skip ahead. So you should have both of these sides completed once you have that done. And now what we're going to do is that we're going to go over here to the front, and we're going to place 3 red concretes going up. So 1, 2, 3. Do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3. Then for this one right here, we're going to add the door, which is basically green. Now, some people might want to go ahead and just throw in a green like door for this, like where would that exactly be though? Would it be somewhere around oh, there it is. How the hell did I forget where the doors were? They would more than likely choose a warped door or a waxed weathered copper door, or just this version of it. But here in tutorials like this, we don't really use those. Instead, what we would do is set them up like this. So here's how to do that specifically. So you're going to place a green concrete like I did right there. Then place a dark prismarine slab right here. Then you're going to go to the top portion of this red concrete. You're going to place another one right there. Okay? Then you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Alright. No need to skip ahead for this. This is a short process that shouldn't take too long. Alright. So now once you have that completed, we're going to fill in the this gap here with black concrete. And this caboose will not have an interior for information, so that's the thing for it. But if you want to make an interior for that, then be my guest. But I will not be doing an interior specifically for this one because, well, for one thing, it's not going to be exactly see-through. Like, there's not actually going to be glass here. All right, anyways, so once you have that completed, it should look like this. Now we're going to go over here, and we're going to place mangrove fence here. We're going to place 2 of them right here where this L is. So 1, 2. Then place 3 on top of this one. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. I had trouble for that for a moment. Then we're going to take out mangrove fence gate, and you're going to place 2 like this. All right. Then you're going to place down mangrove fence like this, and then a bamboo fence right here. And just like this one, you're also going to make it 3 blocks tall. So 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to take out the bamboo fence gate and place that in front. Oops. And we'll add another one by the time we get to that. And we're going to open all these up. All right. Then for this, we're going to take out red nether brick slab, and we're going to place it right here, like this. So that's going to be the brake valve for, or maybe that's something to do with the air brakes. I don't know. I'm not really there for the anatomy of complex stuff like this, but apparently it's true. All right, now on the other side, we'll do the exact same thing. Again, like I said, this build is more than likely going to be very symmetrical, with all the process mostly being, or the processes being exactly the same thing, except all of them will be reflected, but still will be under the same way. All right, awesome. Now, basically, now here's a fun fact, by the way. The actual I-5d that I'm specifically using for reference here does not actually have these things going up here to support the part of the roof. But I decided to include it anyway because I feel like it would feel a bit too empty without them. So that's why I thought to include them. All right, anyways, so we're going to go ahead and I feel like we can work on the sides here. I was going to say we can work on the roof here, but we'll get to that in a split moment. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to take out is a red nether brick slab, and we're going to place that over our green concrete like this. So on the bottom half of the mangrove wood block on top of it, you're going to place it like this. All right. Sticks out way too far, but you know what? This is the best we got. Minecraft is not perfect when you try to emulate builds from real life to this, alright? And there only will be an actual good middle if there's an odd number involved. Like this, exactly. Okay, alright, so now once we have that completed, I think now we are ready to focus on making the roof. So we're going to go over here. So we're going to start here with this fence over here. We're going to place a slab over top of that, and we're going to place another one on the side of it. Then you're going to have another 2 sticking out like this. Then you're going to have one being in the middle here, except it's going to be lifted just a slab. That is if it actually would work with me, and apparently it does not. So be aware if it forms blocks, basically. If it does, just build one behind it, and then remove that one and replace it with this. Yeah. It's not easy in Minecraft. It's not going to be just as symmetrical as you want it, let alone be right with the correct measurements, or right ones that you want. So, anyway, so once you have it completed, it should look like this. Alright. Now we're going to take out deep slate tile, and we're going to make this 6 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, then we're going to make another row of that. So you should have a 2x6 like this. All right, then we're going to do the exact same thing on each other corner. So we're going to add 3 more, oops, of these 2x6 rectangles for each of them. Almost there, guys, don't worry. Like this. Alright. Now you're going to go over here and you're going to place the tiles once again. Make them 6 blocks long like this on the... How the hell did that happen? Where this slab is sticking out like this. Alright, do the same thing on the other end. Alright, then take out gray carpet and we're going to place them all on top of our slabs. So this in total will be 7 blocks long, but again, no need to count. You just need to add them all the way across like this. Alright. And we're going to go and place bamboo fence on top of here and open that one up too. Same thing on the other side. Just like that. And also fill in these gaps here with deep slate tiles here. All right, I need a good position of where I need to place this. Here we go. All right, now do the exact same thing onto the other end like this. I couldn't really find a better block for that, but it is what it is. Again, like I'm going to say multiple times in this one, Minecraft is not perfect. All right. So I think now that once we have that done, we are now going to work on what I think when I first built this was the most complex part about it, and it was the cupola right there. So I'll be showing you guys how to specifically build this, and I should not have a problem building this now that I'm showing you guys how to do it. So I'll be right back with the materials, and we'll get building. Alright, so I should have all the materials for this part, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So we're going to start by focusing on the sides here. So this gap here is going to be 5 blocks wide here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to do a pattern here of stairs and slabs. So we're going to start by doing a stair like this, and skip a block, place another stair, skip another block, and place another stair. Then between those gaps, fill them in with mangrove slabs. Alright, do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna do it inverted this time on this side. There we go. Okay, now once you have that completed, we should go over here and place black stain glass like this on each end. Okay, now once you have that completed, we're going to go over here, place so we're going to place 2 mangrove planks like this. We're going to make a 2x3 like this. Alright, same thing on the other end. Okay. Then what you're going to do is that you're going to connect them with this. And I guess you could say you could fill in this top here too. I don't think I've done that on the build when I was starting this one. Then you're going to place gray carpet, and you're going to place them on opposite sides of the cupola like this. Alright, then deep slate tile in the middle of it. So yeah, the cupola is basically angular in real life, and I tried to emulate that, and it didn't really look good. But you know what? I don't care. At least we have something. Alright, so now once you have that completed, we're going to do a few things. And yeah, by the way, I want to let you guys know that since there won't be an interior in here, I highly recommend you fill it all in with black concrete. But I'm not going to do it specifically for this one because I'm not going to waste my time doing so, let alone pausing it so I can fill that in. But yeah, we'll just leave it as it is for now. But anyways, so let's go ahead and move on with the other parts of it now. I think we are ready to start now with the details. So yeah, this is what's gonna really make this caboose glitter with realism here. So I'll be right back with the materials and we'll get crack-a-lackin'. Alright guys, so I am back and let's go and get started with the details. So we're going to start this portion off by starting off with the chimney here. Now really, it doesn't matter what kind of side you want it to be on, but I recommend it being on this end anyway. I mean, basically a caboose is really symmetrical in design, except there'll be a few differences that give the ends away probably. The chimney, which is on this end here, well, it could be the end on this one here, but I specifically would place one right here. So here's how we're going to do it. So we're going to place, so we're going to remove a deep slate tile here, just about 3 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3, skip 3, and on this fourth one, remove it, and then we're going to place polished deep slate wall here, but I recommend doing this first, and that is to basically just fill in the gap that you would make with this hole. Alright, then place polished deep slate wall, make that 2 blocks tall, 1, 2, and then a polished deep slate slab on top of it. So that's basically going to be our chimney. Okay, so now what we're going to do next is a banner thing. So here is the banner that I have for the caboose, which will look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and place it down, and I'll show you guys specifically how to make it here. So it's going to look like this, so I'll show you guys specifically how we would do this. So you need to have a loom out in handy, because again, like I said at the beginning, this one does include a loom, so you're going to need a banner nearby if you have one. So we're going to take out black banner here, and we're going to start by placing a gray bend sinister pattern, which is going to look like this. Alright. And once you have that, replace that with the green dye, and you're going to make a border around that now, like this. Use the green one more time by using a green fess, which is basically one that's supposed to be in the middle. Alright, then replace the green one more time now with the red. So with the red, you're going to do an inverted half fess. I think that's what this is called. Pen fess, that's what it is. So it's going to be like this. So you should have that completed. Alright. So yeah, you should have that right there. Now you're going to go over here, and we're going to place them on many ends here. So on the front and back ends of our caboose, we'll be placing 2 on each side of the door like this. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other end, like this. Then where our windows are going to be, we're going to place the banners here, where our green concrete is, like so. Alright, same thing on this side here. Alright, and on the cupola, same thing. We're going to place them on opposite ends, but yet still symmetrical. Alright, like so. Now once you have that done, we're going to go over here and into the middle of our caboose, and we're going to place the reporting marks, which are up here, then the road logo, and then the road number right here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go here into the middle here. So we're going to skip 1 block, and then the second block we're going to remove that one, replace that with pale oak wood like this, and then skip another block and remove this one on the second, or fourth I should say, with pale oak, then a pale oak button in between that. So it's basically going to be our B&O reporting mark. Then we're going to take out white concrete, remove one underneath that button, and replace it with this. Then you're going to take out pale oak button once again. So that's going to basically be the letter here. In this case, it's always C. and then 2 pale oak buttons on the side of it like this. Alright. So it should look like this. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. I don't see a point in skipping ahead, but it should be like this. Oops, that was the wrong block. Now, for some reason, I thought using white concrete was the most preferred choice of a block here, besides pale oak, and I think it's because that the reference photo, I used 2 reference photos that I used for this build, and I think the logo underneath the reporting marks look a bit more cleaner than the ones on top of it or something. I don't know. Kind of look like that. But yeah, so once you have that completed, it should look like this. Alright. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to go over here, and there will be some identification on the side here. So we're going to remove a block inwards after skipping 1 on this end, and we're going to remove that one, put mangrove planks behind that one, and then place a pale oak slab here. So this is basically going to be the rolling stock identification here, like the year it was built and what kind of caboose this is. Alright, now on the other side we're going to do the same thing, but it's going to be reflected. I guess when stuff are reflected, they're asymmetrical. But I think most of this build so far was symmetrical. What do you think? Now we're going to place pale oak sign here, and we're going to place so this is basically going to be where the road number is. There's many places where a road number would be on a caboose like this one. So we're going to place pale oak sign right here. On the other side, do the exact same thing. Now, I was originally going to place a pale oak button right here and a sign after that, but this banner was in the way, and I couldn't move it down because otherwise it would make the door look a bit too tall, and the window would have been a bit too far downwards. And I would have had to, have the result in completely doing the banner pattern or design all over again, but I'm not going to waste any of my sweat, blood, and tears just getting that done, okay? So once you have that completed, we are going to, what should we do next? Okay, we're going to take out dark oak sign here, and we're going to place, underneath our banner like this down here. It's all these small details that they have in here. So you're going to place one right here, and then on the front of the opposite, it's going to be right here. So it's basically reflected. And the other side, do the exact same thing. If you notice from the reference photos, they have this black sign that is hanging from the bottom of the main foundation, I should say, for this caboose. And I don't think they serve anything too big, but I still yet think it's worthy to have them in there like that. Alright, so now I think it's time we focus on that bottom part. So I'll get the materials for that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now what we're going to do is that we are going to focus on this bottom portion here. So for this bottom portion, we're going to take out dark oak trapdoor, and we're going to make that 4 blocks long here, like this. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then skip a block, and then place 2 more. 1, 2. Then underneath that one, we're going to place, or in between the gap, I should say, we're going to add a dark oak fence gate right here. Come on now. There we go. And then you're going to open that one up. No. What is going on? Okay, so it's supposed to be opening up the other way. Actually, no, we need it the other way. Oh my goodness. Apparently this is going to be one big thing that might waste a bunch of time for me, I guess. Alright, so come on now. Okay, never mind. We're gonna leave it as it is. But it's supposed to be like this, okay? Then what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take out polished blackstone slab, and behind the fence gate we're going to place two right here. And then what is also on this side? A dark oak fence gate right here, and open that one up. All right. You know what? I'm gonna be right back with this issue here. I need to find a way to fix this. Better. It's fixed now. All right. So once you have that completed, it should look like this. After with that pandemonium out of the way, we now finally got that completed. And the final thing that we need to do is that we are going to add the rails and, of course, the lanterns. All right, so once we have all the materials, so what we're going to do is that we're going to take out waxed copper chain, and we're going to make an L shape right here. So we're going to place one up here like this, like so, and then you're going to connect that with the thing right here on this side, just like that. And I recommend the waxed copper chain here, because if you just use just normal copper chain, is gonna oxidize and turn turquoise, and I do not like that. It really ruins the aesthetic of this build, and I also couldn't find a better block for this. I did, of course, thought about using end rods, but yeah, there's some blocks that were just experimental that never ended up in the final build, but whatever. Alright, so anyways, once you have that completed, we're going to do the exact same thing on the other corners. We're going to do this 3 more times. I also should forgot to mention that this, of course, is the same L-shaped, except it is reflected. Alright, so once you have that completed, all 4 corners should have this configuration of copper chains. Alright. Alright, now the final thing we're going to do is that we're going to place the lantern. So we're going to take out the barrier block, and the interesting about this block is that this block can only be accessible through a give command. Now, for those who do not know how to get it through this command, I'll show you how to do it. So you're going to go over here. Oops, my bad, I went a bit too far. And you're going to place on this dash that goes up like this. And once you click on that, they give you a whole list of commands that you can choose from. But out of the ones you're going to be doing, you're going to do the give. And then do the at symbol. Then do S for yourself. And then type in barrier. I also forgot to mention that that all the dashes or whatnot underneath will space them out if there's more than one word in a certain block. But for this one, it's all just one word, so we don't have to worry about all that extra. So we'll be doing this. Word suggestions also help. Alright, so once you have that completed, you should have another one. Now I have duplicates of these, of course. I have 2 barriers, but we'll not be using the duplicate of that one there. Just wanted to show you guys how you get it. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and work on placing the lanterns. So we're going to place them on over here, just above the copper chain like this. And we're going to repeat that process 3 more times and do that to the other sides and other ends like this. Okay, so once you, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when you move to another block on the inventory bar underneath you, it will disappear, but it will show an invisible block, so that means it's there. So anyways, so now we're going to go ahead and take out waxed oxidized copper lantern, and we're going to place them right here. So this is basically the front of it, as I would like to call it, but again, you can flip it. But if you have to flip it, you also have to flip the chimney to the other side too. Just want to make sure you're aware of that. And then place the lantern right here. Just a normal lantern right here. So this indicates the very end. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. That's how you build the Baltimore and Ohio I-5d Cupola Caboose in Minecraft. I hope you guys watching this video have a great rest of your day. And I'll see if I can make myself another tutorial video of something else I also don't see anyone else do. But we'll see how that pans out. But in the meantime, this is Microfan Studios signing off. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Catch you all later.